boards.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 67 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's third down.
Third down and 7 yards to go.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jackson's pass.
Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Baltimore.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Second down.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly. That is
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Mark.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 17.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And 10.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Just shy of midfield.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 13 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th.
Makes executed post-grab.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
17. Browns 7.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 65 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Ravens.
Here's Ingram. Mark safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
He was taken down by...
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Open man is Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Devin Duvernay.
Touchdown.
33 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 32-yard line.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up? And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most...
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
24. Browns.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This is TJ Logan to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times?
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Down, Ravens.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And all the way down to the 5.
Jackson on the keeper.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but it's still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Makes the score Ravens 27.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
TJ Logan on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Baker Mayfield.
Patrick Queen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 42. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another
and this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Give to Mark Ingram. Olivier Vernon on the tackle.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
1-yard gain.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain
and partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30-yard line. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by a field goal, a minute 15 remaining. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
That's good.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
By the Ravens.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.